Welcome back to the Nelson Mandela Children's Hospital. Wonderful to be with you this morning. I think a great uplifting morning we've got planned for you as we come to you live from the launch of the Nelson Mandela Children's Hospital. Can you believe it's almost 3 years since the passing of late former Tata Nelson Mandela, and this of course is, I think, a gift that is being sent to him from us here, just showing appreciation. There have been so many different parties involved in realizing this dream of building a children's hospital, and joining us now on the program, we've got Reggie Skhosana. He's the chairman of the RMHC. This is a company that's been very much so involved from the very, very beginning. Reggie, good to have you on the program. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning to you, Leanne.
Yeah. So talk to me a little bit about the involvement of the RMHC. How did it, what was your part in all of this?
Okay, we as RMHC, as a charity, we were actually launched in 2012. And then as soon as we were launched, we were approached by the CEO of Nelson Mandela Children's Hospital, Sisbongi, and told us about the Nelson Mandela Hospital. And then he said that, he had heard about RMHC because we built a house where parents of sick children can stay.
Yeah.
And then as soon as we heard that, we started working together ever since.
Okay, so it's basically you're in charge of that facility. We heard Sibongela talking about it, is that children, in order to get better, need their parents around them. And this is exactly what you've come to the party and done, is that you've got the facility to house the parents of the children that are here admitted into the hospital.
True, and this is actually not only here, we're actually a global organization. And our main sponsor really is McDonald's. And we're operating in over 63 countries. But this is the first one in the country in South Africa, and probably the first in Africa.
Wow.
Yeah. And we have also discovered that children actually recover better and quicker when their parents are close by.
Yeah.
So whenever the kids are in the hospital, we'll be housing them.
Fantastic.
And we'll make it a home away from home for them.
Yeah, which is vitally important, because and it's so difficult for parents as well. And I know as a parent, I've had my little ones spending nights in hospital, and I've had to curl up on a wooden chair next to the bed and feeling very uncomfortable. And I speak to everybody around me that's a parent. They've done exactly the same thing. And it's not good for you, it's not good for the kid, and you certainly don't want to leave your child alone at night when he needs you or she needs you. That is their medicine to get better.
Absolutely, and that's how it all started. It was actually based on a footballer in the States. He stayed next to the child who was diagnosed having leukemia. Yeah. And because there was nowhere to stay, he started fundraising to build a house. And that concept has spread. Yeah. Because we have found that when you are desperate and you have nowhere to stay, it can be a very trying time for you.
Yeah. In terms of this as being obviously not the first in the world, this is something that's practiced all over. Yeah. This is the first, however, for South Africa when it comes to a development like this. I know there is another children's hospital in the country. It's the Red Cross Children's Hospital. But this one is just offering, state of the art. It's on a different level altogether, and I suppose this incorporated into it just makes it even more world class.
It does, and it's unique in a way because it's got also a Madiba magic behind it.
That's it.
It's the motivation behind it that whenever we do whatever we do, we'll always remind ourselves where we come from.
Yeah.
And we will try to aspire to those ideals of bringing families together, families close, showing compassion, and that will always keep us focused as to exactly what we are about.
Beautiful. Working under the name of an amazing man, a man that did so much for South Africa and stood for love and care for all South Africans, but particularly for children. Reginald, thank you for talking to us. Reggie Skhosana is the chairman of the RMHC. They, of course, were responsible for the parents' facility that you'll find here at this particular hospital. We're going to continue coming to you live from this hospital. We're going to go inside, actually, and show you a little bit more around and also get a feel of what it's like to be inside this hospital. I have to tell you, it's almost like checking into a hotel. It's that magnificent, but not any hotel, a children's hotel, one that's been dreamt up by children, designed by children, and is for children. That's what we're focusing in on this Friday morning. Don't go anywhere.